This meeting is being recorded. Welcome to the weekly meeting of Phrancko Sweater knitters. Anyone who has knitted a Phrancko sweater or is currently knitting a Phrancko sweater or is even thinking about knitting a Phrancko sweater is welcome to participate in this meeting. The Phrancko sweater pattern is my design for a sweater that is worked top down and is seamless, and yet it has the architecture of set-in sleeves. At Phrancko.com, you can generate a Phrancko sweater pattern that is custom fit to your measurements and your own yarn gauge for a perfect fit. Welcome, everyone.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome, Judith.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Wally.
Hi, Frank.
Hi, Sidra.
Hello.
Hi, Rana.
Hello.
Hi, Jenny.
Hello, everyone.
So you all concerned me today because nobody got here before 25 after the hour, and I thought I must have done something wrong and set up the meeting wrong, because usually there's a few people here early. Well, maybe being Thanksgiving weekend, it's just going to be a smaller meeting, but that's fine. I'm happy.
Everybody's still sleeping in the chairs because they're stuffed.
That's right. It's hard to roll over to the computer.
Oh, God.
Is that what happened to you, Wally?
The other day, yes.
Oh.
I mean, we go to a friend's house and Michael makes these mashed potatoes that they're made with 2 sticks of butter, bacon, cheddar cheese, and sour cream. So you got to eat like a tablespoon of it or else forget it. And then my sister brought crab dip, and one of my friends said, I just could have ate that and forgot about the rest. So.
Did you say bacon in the mashed potato?
Yes. He cooked bacon up and then he mixed it in with the mashed potatoes.
Oh,
It's the butter and the
Butter and sour cream and the whole thing. It's like,
Oh my God, it sounds like the most fattening meal in the world.
yes, it is. I mean,
all carbohydrates and fat.
Yeah. And his wife, she's always making some kind of different, she's always on Pinterest trying to make things. And here she made chocolate turkeys from strawberries.
Oh, how cool is that?
Yeah, and you know, you stick the skewer in and you take a pretzel stick and go through it and put 2 marshmallows, and then you take 2 sticks of pretzels and put it on the end, and you put white chocolate on it for its feet. And here she's got little turkey chocolates hanging out all the place. So you never know what's going to be there. I was the easiest one. I made a zucchini casserole for a vegetarian person, so
that's nice.
that came out good. So
I have 2 daughters, and one of them hosted a family gathering, and it was myself and my husband, my 2 daughters and their husbands, our 1 granddaughter, and my ex-wife. And we all just have a wonderful time together. My husband and my ex-wife get along. They're very good friends. My ex-wife and I have maintained a really good relationship through the years. Once we realized that our marriage was doomed because of my sexual orientation, which I had not dealt with before marrying her. But meaning I had not accepted who I was. And once we got through the trauma of separating, we've gotten along really well, and I appreciate her very much. She's a wonderful woman.
That's terrific.
Great.
So the daughter who hosted it also cooked a lot of the food, though everybody brought something. And she cooked this turkey stuffing that was just out of this world. And everybody was marveling over how good it was. And she said it was a a recipe that she had gotten from someone. And the secret to it was there's usually a base of turkey broth, and there's no broth. It's all butter.
There you go.
That's it.
So your mashed potatoes reminded me of that, Wally.
Yeah. See, there you go.
It was
Well,
delicious.
it's like my friend, my dance partner's brother. He was married, and then he got divorced, and then he got remarried to another lady, and he got divorced from her. There on Thanksgiving, he went to his first wife's house with his ex-wife, second ex-wife, with all the kids. And they do this every year and I said, that's strange.
Well, it is
I don't
unusual. I
get
won't say
that.
it's strange.
Yeah,
It's
like,
it's very wonderful that we have
Yeah.
that relationship and can all get together as a family and just enjoy being together.
yeah.
That's great.
Of course, they all live in Florida, so it's like,
My Thanksgiving was P&P. What is that?
what's that?
Pajamas and pizza.
Ah,
Ah, the best.
hey, that ain't so bad, Rhonda.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
P&P.
I was wearing a sweater until 5 minutes ago, and then I finally realized I couldn't. It's just too hot. So now I'm down to a t-shirt.
Hey,
What's the temperature in the city?
It says it's 62, but it feels really warm in this room. It's
hmm.
partly because I closed it up for the sound
No.
to be better, and there are a couple of lights that are on. I guess it just warmed it up.
Yeah. Well, we're at the 50s, so that's cool for us, but it's nice.
Mid-40s.
Yeah, see? The other day, it got up to 52, 55. I had to mow the lawn. And I said, this is ridiculous. In the middle of November, I'm mowing the lawn.
Oh,
Hello, Ron.
Hello, everyone.
Hi,
hi,
Ron.
Ron.
I wanted to drop in on everyone. We're right in the middle of Small Business Saturday.
Yeah.
And it's been a whirlwind this morning.
Oh, excellent. That's good news.
That's
Well, that's
good
good
news.
news.
At about 10 minutes before the shop opens up, 5 cars poof, all at once into the parking lot.
Wow.
Wow.
So, and it's been nonstop all day, but I wanted to make sure to say hello to everyone. See, we're all set up.
Oh,
Wow.
great.
Wonderful.
Wow,
Nice.
look at that.
Oh, wow.
Wait, let me spotlight you so we get a better view.
Oh,
Yeah, well,
Sure.
better view.
There we go.
Oh, wonderful.
Whoa.
That's
I'm on my
amazing.
phone. So we rearranged everything. We've put lots of new stuff out, things that haven't been out. All of this is like discontinued yarns that had packed in the back. There's our tree with Boogle on it. So yeah, we've had lots of visits from lots of customers, but I didn't want to miss saying hello to everyone.
Good.
That's
Oh,
nice.
Thanks
thank
for
you
dropping
coming.
in.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
And I wore my Phrancko I just finished
Oh,
to my mother's for
beautiful.
Thanksgiving. And she spent the entire week trying to take it from me. So
So you had to wear it all the time.
I think, yeah, I had to keep it on. And she said, oh, I'm not feeling so good. Do you think I could just take this? I feel like I would feel better if I just had that. It's a little warm in here from cooking. You probably don't need this sweater.
So considerate.
Yes. So I think I know what my next project is going to have to be now.
Mm.
Another one for your mother.
Yeah. Yes, she made a special shelf in her closet for the sweaters I've made for her and for my dad, and then started counting them up to see who was in the lead. You know how it is. Well, have a good meeting, everyone. Nice to see you all.
Nice to
Thank
see
you.
Same
you.
here.
Nice to
Thank
see
you.
you
Hope you have
too.
lots of customers. Yes.
Yeah,
Have a good week.
And
Bye-bye now.
maybe some funny stories for next week.
I'm
Yes.
sure I'll have something.
Yeah.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye. See you
Easy,
later.
Ron. Frank, being a computer programmer,
Yes,
what do
I
you
am.
think about Ubuntu?
About what?
Um,
what?
Ubuntu. It's a version of Linux.
Oh,
Right.
In what sense? What do I think of it?
Well, I'm having a lot of trouble with Windows with this computer, and I think I'm going to change it over to Ubuntu.
Oh, I have no experience with that. I'm
So-
All
sorry.
right.
My
But,
daughter's boyfriend is very familiar with that.
Yeah, what I found out is that there's so many programs that you can put on your computer for what you specifically want to do.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, the apps, I guess I have to find the apps to go to Zoom and some to come back on here. So, but,
So maybe if you message me or something like that, then I can, might be able to get him to contact you because he loves.
yeah,
Love
my friend's nephew, he's into the computer. Well, he's in a computer environment, and he says the companies, that's all they use is Ubuntu. He says they would never go to Windows. He says it's too
Right.
unstable.
Yeah, I think, well, he's gotten stuck into Windows again because he now works for Dell, but yeah, he loves Ubuntu or whatever you
Right.
call it.
Right.
I'm in the process of, I had a computer crash, major. And so that's why I wasn't there last week. And
Oh,
I'm in the process, I went and bought a new computer. And then I had to set it up. That was pretty interesting.
Mhm.
That took several days just to get it running because they don't give you anything to go by really. And now
Okay, let me write this.
Do it.
down.
I'm doing a backup, or not a backup, but a restore of 229 gigabytes.
oh my gosh.
And
Wow.
it's been running since yesterday at noon, and I only have 22% done. It's probably gonna take
No,
3 or 4.
blimey.
What a pain.
Yes.
What's it not doing it?
What?
I'm trying to give Wally my email. It's not.
Yeah, I got that.
Is
Okay,
that-
there.
I'll give you mine.
At Gmail. Don't forget the
At
part at
Gmail.
gmail.com.
At Gmail, okay.
Sidra,
Yeah,
I have a question for you because you mentioned Dell. My monitor is from Dell, and it's a 34-inch curved monitor,
nice.
which I just absolutely love. And when I set up put the new computer on the monitor, I don't feel I'm getting the same quality, and I'm sure it has to do with the setup.
I would not know. I'm an Apple person from day one.
Uh-oh. I guess we're not going to be good tech support people for you.
Yeah, no, I mean, we're talking about from Apple II.
So I see Cindy has arrived and
Oh my goodness, hi
Oh,
Cindy.
she
the
has a guest.
granddaughter.
Hi, Cindy.
Hi.
Yeah, a couple of the grandkids are here. This is Lolo, and
Hi.
she's going to hold up and show the sweater that I finished.
Oh, wonderful.
Oh,
Oh,
look at that.
Lovely.
Wow.
There's the
oh,
husband.
do you like it?
It's fun. Well, it's not for her. She's
Oh,
a little bit bigger.
I
But
see.
the little one is not here. So
I see. Isn't
Yeah,
it a
I
cute
see.
sweater?
Do you like it? Do you like the sweater? Do you think it's cute? Yeah. Would you wear that kind of sweater if there was one in your size?
Definitely.
Yes, definitely.
Get knitting, Grandma, get
Yeah,
knitting.
Well, you're about ready to need a new sweater too, aren't you? Right? Because yours is, you've
My
outgrown
purple?
yours. Yeah. you've
Yeah,
outgrown it.
your face is dirty and stuff.
Hers Hattie's outgrown too. Everybody's too
Yeah.
little.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're happy to have you join the meeting. What did you
Yes.
say your name, Erin? Cindy, what's her name again?
It's Lolo.
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 Hi,
Her
Lolo.
actual name is
Hi, Lo-
Linda. And but we've always called her Lolo.
That's cute.
And I do have knitting to show, Frank. You'll be happy to see after you were talking about your.
Oh, let me say hi to Sumner. We missed you while you were in Korea. Welcome home.
Yay.
Hi, thank you.
Welcome back.
Hi, Cindy.
Welcome
Hi.
back.
Hi, Sumner.
Hi, Sumner.
Wow.
Hi.
Hi.
Did you have
Okay.
a good time?
Sorry.
Amazing.
Fantastic. Okay, I see that.
I spotlighted you to see that
All right, so I can come back
progress
and
you've
show.
made.
So there's the actual.
Oh,
Gosh.
Oh, look at
there
that.
you go.
Oh,
Wow.
that's fun.
And see, I have the little markers with the numbers, so I
Oh, you
can
do. Yes.
keep track. Yes.
Wow.
And it's funny, this skein, I can show the colors. They kind of go through several different, this yellower that I'm into right now is very similar to the green. So
Hmm.
Oh, yes.
it's interesting to see how it looks. But I think
Oh.
it'll still look good and do. So I'm
It
enjoying-
will.
I'm actually doing two strands.
Okay.
So you can
Oh,
Wow.
fingering, and I had to do it the hard way. You know, I couldn't do anything easy. I found these and I like the colors and they.
so you had to do it with two
so I had
strands.
to do it with 2 strands, so
I see.
I'm doing it, but it's good. At first it was kind of hard until I did the first couple, and then I understood it a little bit better about what I'm doing and got into the rhythm, and I still have to pay attention, but it works pretty good, and I'm excited about how quickly it's going.
In case anybody doesn't know, that's the pattern I published under the name, the Color Fun Scarf.
Mhm, mhm.
Oh, all right.
And would you hold it up again? I want to point something out that I think is unique. The ridges of the garter stitch are not horizontal even. They curve
Mhm.
toward the curves of the waves, what I call waves.
Yeah, and so you can see how
Wow.
this one curves up this way.
Hmm.
Yeah. So the waves are horizontal. The colored yarn, that the progressive color yarn is horizontal, and if you hold that horizontal, you'll see that the waves, the garter stitch is
Wow.
actually curling
Oh,
around
wow.
around it.
Isn't that cool? It's really neat how it does.
So
Hmm.
Frank, is this the one you were talking about, I think, last week?
I may have been talking about another one.
Okay.
The other one, the Archangel Wing shawl.
Mhm.
That I think I talked about that last week because I'm
Right.
experimenting with doing it a different way that's easier to knit. Cindy, did you try to knit that? The Archangel Wing shawl?
I did not. I got the yarn. It's right here behind my head.
Okay.
I looked at it and was like, oh, this is challenging. And right after that, you did the Color Fun scarf. It's like, oh, I can do that. Start with that one, learn how to do it. And do. So,
Right. Yes, well, it is challenging, and it's challenging, as we talked about last week, because it's got all these increases and decreases to account for the difference between knitting on a diagonal and knitting horizontal.
Mhm.
And I'm simplified a version of it to take out all of the increases and decreases and see if the cupping that results is too much to fix with blocking. And from what I can tell so far, I think it can be blocked out flat because garter stitch is so forgiving. It stretches where it needs to stretch.
yeah, it really does.
Yeah.
So I might republish that pattern in a
Oh, that'd be
simplified
fun.
version.
Yeah.
So then it'll be as easy as the one you've
So,
got.
so I'm all ready. I have the
Okay,
ready for that one.
great. That's when I deviated from my usual pattern of doing Phrancko Sweater patterns to publish. I did two short row color work patterns. One was a scarf and one was a shawl.
Well, I was watching all your videos about the scarf, and then also the stuff about the German short rows and garter stitch, and really
Uh-huh.
how to do that to kind of refresh me so I could do it the right way. And they really are fairly easy to do, and it just zips along.
Yeah. I thought it was fun to knit, and it's very colorful. So that's what's called the Color Fun scarf.
Yeah. Well, I'm really liking the colors, and it is, it's different from anything else that I've knitted, because always you're trying to like make it fit the body or whatever. So it's like, okay, I get that I'm doing the shoulder here or whatever. And this one is, it's like you're just doing a shape.
That's right. That's really different, isn't it?
And it is really different. And you do like the one little side on one and the one little side on the other, and then you do the big swish of color. And
Yes.
so, yeah.
So Sumner, tell us about your trip.
Oh, it was amazing. It was so much fun. I shared some pictures on Ron's Instagram.
Oh,
I was wondering to see how I could possibly like split screen and show you one of the switch camera, maybe. No, that's not it.
you can share your
Well-
screen if you've got it open on your computer to a picture.
Yeah, I was thinking that might be a good way to do it, because where's the camera? Oh, it's so complicated. And I
Tell
had
us
to,
about it.
and I had to work, so I couldn't be ready. But this yarn store, Banul, you went to a cafe that was upstairs. All of the food was knitted. It was all knit.
Oh,
All the cakes and all of the desserts and pastries. It was just so cute. And it was this neighborhood cafe that you had to get up to through the knit store. So that was just amazing. I would love to post some pictures. So much fun. And then Latte Tower, which is the tallest building in all of Korea.
Oh,
You can, on the top of it, the very top of it, it's split, and there's a little bridge, and you can walk outside.
oh.
Ah!
did you do it?
Oh yeah, it was. You had to put on the like, you know, when you jump out of a plane, you got to put on the suit and
Yeah.
buckle up. You had to put that on, and they wrapped you into the cables so you could walk around upstairs. That was so cool.
Wow.
Yeah, fun. But that yarn store was so much fun. I did get some yarn that was made in Korea.
Oh, excellent.
Not a lot. Not a lot. So it's sock yarn. And I can't read what type of wool it is. Because it's
Your
in
Korean is
Korean.
not good.
My Korean is not good. But loads of fun. And that was actually one of the only places that people spoke reasonable English.
Where's that? Seoul?
In the yarn store.
Oh, in the yarn store was
Oh,
the
wow.
place.
Interesting.
There was nowhere in Korea they were speaking English.
Is that right?
But
Did you-
my niece is teaching English, so she was able to get us around and help, you know, but people were
Oh.
so sweet. What a polite, beautiful country. And the people were amazing. So helpful.
Hmm.
Although they couldn't speak English, they tried to get us where we were going. They were so kind. And I don't understand how they could be so kind, but have no sense of personal space at the same time.
Yeah.
Because there's so many of them. There's
Yeah,
like
they're all
9
close
point-
together.
9.4 million people in Seoul. So you go to a bus stop, and I don't know if many of you have been in Manhattan, but it's very similar, except multiply it times 3.
Hmm.
You go to a bus stop and there'd be 100 people waiting for a bus in 3 different queues, 30 deep, right? The bus pulls up and whoop, there goes everybody. And if you didn't want to get on that bus, you were on that bus. Because whoop, there they go. But that, you know, was a lot of fun because we were able to maneuver the bus and the subway.
Hmm.
Because if you were to take a taxi, it adds like 30 to 45 minutes to your trip.
Hmm.
Because
Wow.
the roads in the downtown city are 8 lanes wide.
Whoa.
Wow.
I thought
That's-
Spain was bad.
That's insane. It was like, that's how you get a city of 9.4 million people. And that's why you have to take the train. But the underground shopping, every subway, you go downstairs, it's like a mall.
Hmm.
But it's literally like a Macy's mall. It's like a nice mall,
Wow.
like with real good stores and coffee and tea shops and places to eat. And yeah, everything was so clean.
Oh.
The subway was like cleaner than my kitchen floor. Now my kitchen floor is clean. I'll show you. It's clean. But that subway shined, and no one speaks on the subway.
What?
It's silent. They're just so polite. They're just all on their phones. Everyone's on their phone. Even Meme's on her phone, right? You know, just on the phone. That was so cool. But yeah, had an amazing time.
How many days were you there?
So my whole vacation was 10, so it was about 7. It was a 19-hour flight. So it was 19 hours on the plane, not including the time you need at the airport.
Hmm.
Wow.
So very, very long flights. It was
Yeah.
a 4 and 15 to get there. And it was a 4 and 12 and a half to get back.
And that's from Massachusetts, right?
Yeah, from Logan to Dallas, Dallas to Korea. So amazing. So glad I went. What a nice food country too. Great food.
Well, welcome back. We're really happy to
Yeah,
see you.
thanks. Yeah, I missed all my knitting friends. But and I traveled on Saturday, so like I missed you because I was like, you know, just traveling.
Yeah.
Which that long on an airplane. Oh,
Yeah,
that was rough.
not good.
No, but hey, now every other flight's gonna be shorter,
That's
Yeah.
right.
right?
Yeah,
Next year, I'm gonna
compared to
go
that
see-
one, it's nothing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. Yeah, next year I'll be in Jenny's territory.
Ooh, you're coming over. Lovely.
Well, I figured last year was the Eiffel Tower. This year was Latte Tower. We might do the Eye or London Bridge
Yeah.
for my next birthday. And then we get to go to the West End and see a show.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
there's no better theater than the West End of London.
Hmm.
Yeah,
No, there's some fabulous theatres. Yes.
yeah. You know, Broadway's one thing, but the West End is another.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm so looking forward to it. Yeah, so I think that's what's going to happen next year. And Jenny, when I get ready to go, I will send you a little note. Because you're not far from London.
No, I will be when I move house, I will be about an hour and a half on the train, so not far at all.
Oh yeah, that's nothing.
No, that's nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
On-
when I get out there, I'll say, okay, Jenny, let's go
Yeah.
have a cup of tea.
Definitely.
Oh,
I'll
it's
come
a-
into London to see you. That'll be
Yeah.
lovely.
And Jenny, I couldn't imagine. It was so funny. So I'm in Korea, I'm in Asia, and I'm thinking I'm gonna get the best cup of tea. Nowhere.
No.
Thousands of coffee shops. Thousands.
Wow.
I'm surprised.
Nobody drinking tea. No.
And the only cup of tea you could get would be like Earl Grey at Starbucks.
Oh,
Oh, my.
Wow,
I'm
They are a
surprised.
coffee culture. So
Dude,
funny. Who-
that is,
You don't know unless you go.
wow.
But literally dozens of different coffee chains and stores, and then little mom and pop shops, but it's all coffee.
they're addicted to it over there, aren't they?
Oh yeah, well, and they're also pretty. Now we were in Gangnam, which the Gangnam Style song, right?
Oh,
Hollywood of Asia, plastic surgery capital of the world.
Wow.
oh.
Yeah. So the hotel that we were at was a relatively nice hotel, but there were some plastic surgery patients, because just everybody just gets plastic surgery. It's so crazy, and everybody wears makeup, even the little straight boys,
Huh.
because it's all about being pretty. There's something, and they dress nicer than in Paris. Like when you're in
Wow.
Paris, like, and you're a tourist, you could pick out the Americans, right? Because Parisians don't go running around in their sweatpants,
That's true.
they don't. Right? They don't. They all wear black. They don't wear any color. If you're Parisian, you wear black. Or you're from the south of France, right? Maybe you wear gray. But in Seoul, they all dress so nice.
Wow.
It's like just to go out of the house, they've got like shiny shoes and nice dress pants and long coats, and they got their hair done. Yeah, I mean, it was amazing. I was like, wow, what a different culture. It was so cool. But anyway, I'm done taking up the meeting.
Hey,
Sorry.
No, it's
It's so
fascinating. to hear.
interesting. It's like,
Yeah. Jenny, is there any news on the king since he's been in?
He's done some been out and about, and he's done some visiting. I think he's just gradually getting himself into it, and listening to what the people expect of him, where we want to see him, and what we want to hear him focusing on. So he has been doing some engagements, but
Oh, that's good.
yeah, but not a lot. I think he's just still recovering, shattered from all the events and the pomp and ceremony.
Yeah.
So exhausting for them. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's strange that he can't have a political opinion, really. So that's got to be a difficult navigation,
Yeah.
because he's had his own political opinions, but now he has to kind of keep that quiet, which that's got to be unusual.
Yes, it's hard.
It's a big adjustment.
And also, he's wanting to slim down the monarchy as well, and that's he's making some, I think, correct decisions, but quite tough decisions about who is entitled to work on behalf of him and who isn't. So I think it'll take 12 months or so for the changes to sink in, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reason
Still
I
weird.
asked is because over here, everything is negative. So I might as well hear it from the horse's mouth. There's got to be some positive things he's doing over there. So.
Oh yes, yeah. And I think that the negativity you're probably getting is because Meghan and Harry are over your way. So
Yeah.
I think there's difference in opinion as to, you know, the sympathy vote or not the sympathy vote. Yes.
Yeah.
So they are not generally very well respected over here.
No.
But I get that they get the vote from your side because
Mhm.
because Megan is American. So, you know, I
Mm.
get it that they get that way. Just yeah.
Are they close
The
to you,
one-
Frank?
No, I think they're in Southern California.
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah.
I guess we better ask Oprah where they are. She'll tell us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just call her.
Yeah,
You
we'll just
call her
pick
while-
up the phone.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
who has
Oprah
some
and Paula.
knitting they want to share with us? Where are you in your knitting, everyone? What have you done this week?
I got a lot done.
Okay, Sidra, you can go first.
Oh.
Wow, look
Yes.
at that.
I saw the picture you posted of that. That is
Yeah.
just lovely.
So I'm on the ribbing now.
Wow, that's fast.
Your
Mm.
color work is just so beautiful.
It's super tight. I put it on the other day. And it's like,
Is
That was
it
because of
super wash
Thanksgiving.
though? Is it super wash?
yeah. So I mean, it'll stretch
Okay,
it out. I don't have a
it'll
problem with
stretch out.
that,
It'll
but
be
it's
okay.
like, oh my God, this feels really tight. So much for all the weight I lost.
Someone else?
Well, I'm still on the ribbing on mine, so that's all that's going on here.
And I
What's
had
that?
jet lag and I had to put the knitting down, believe it or not.
Well, I see you
I was
working on
making
something
too many
now.
mistakes. Yeah, this is the Martin story. It's the second sleeve.
Oh, yes.
So I'll be done this in a
Very
week.
cool.
It's just that yak yarn.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Looks
I really
nice.
like it. Yeah, I'm very happy with it. It'll be, yeah, it's getting there. I should probably have it together by next week.
And
Oh, I'm
Jenny,
wearing my Phrancko sweater because it's so cold here.
what about you, Jenny?
Yeah. Just getting myself. It's starting to look a bit more like a jumper.
Ah,
Oh,
yes.
yay.
Wow.
So yeah, coming down on the sleeves now. So and then I've tried it on and it's fitting really well. So when I've
Oh.
got the sleeve a little bit longer, I think I need to do a bit more stockinette before I go to the ribbing on the bottom. It was hard to tell, but I think I need to do maybe another inch of stockinette on the bottom of the body before I then do the ribbing. I deliberately stopped till I could try it on. But yeah, so I'm really pleased. It's
Oh,
moving
that's
along.
great.
Yeah, moving
Good.
along.
Are
Yeah,
you still doing the sleeves 2 at a time?
I am.
That
Yes,
was-
I have hang on. I have both sleeves on the go. Yes.
That was my question. How
That
did
is so
possibly?
cool.
I saw it
Oh.
in the Zoom meeting. I watched last week's Zoom meeting
Oh,
earlier,
right.
and I was like, "No way, she's insane! I love it. I've
I mean,
never
you
done
don't
that.
have to. You don't have to count, do you? You know, the sleeves are going to be exactly the
Just
same length.
Yeah.
Just do it."
Yeah. Yeah.
My next one, I'm doing it.
Yeah. It's so easy. Yeah. You just need to make sure you have a really long cable.
Mhm.
Yeah, I
Yes.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's worth buying a really long cable.
Yes, it is.
Honey,
Yeah.
honey, don't listen. I'm buying another knitting needle. It'll be okay.
Right.
I'm going to show you.
They're
you
little.
were
They can't cost much. They're little. It doesn't hardly count.
You were asking about the where I cast on the stitches
Yeah.
under
Yes.
the arm. So I'll hold up the body and just making sure it doesn't fall off the needles.
And you
at
did the
other end.
figure 8 cast.
Yes. So hold on a minute. So, I don't know whether you can't.
Wow.
Oh gosh, that's
Wow.
really neat.
Look at
Very,
that.
very neat and tidy.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the only reason you can see the line is there's a slight colour change in the yarn at that point where,
Oh.
where I joined another yarn. It's so that's the only reason you can see the line where the underarm is. But
Wow.
other than that, you can't see it at all. So I'm really pleased with that.
That's
Oh, nice.
amazing. Must be
Anyone
something on
else?
YouTube I can pull up.
Well, I will show my butterfly sweater. I went back to it. And this is the
Wow,
butterfly.
look at that.
Oh, man.
Wow.
And I
I
have
love that now.
I've
Those
added more
colors
to
are
the
so
link.
crisp and beautiful.
Mm.
They just pop. I love
Yeah,
the
the
color.
colors are great.
I do too.
Mhm.
I love that. And if you remember, I showed the back of it when there were just 1,000 tail ends. And
I think it was
now
1,002, but who was counting, right?
it
Oh.
looks like that.
Oh, look at that.
wow. Good.
Wow.
You got it all
Amazing.
done.
I wove them
Oh.
all in. I didn't let myself work on the sweater anymore until they were all woven in.
That's
Wow.
impressive.
That's
That
tough.
is self-control and
Yeah.
discipline.
Congratulations.
I think it took me 2 full days to weave in all the ends.
Ugh.
Anybody
the
else want to share? I'm sorry?
On the butterfly on the front of it,
Yes.
where there's little yellow dots,
Yes.
is that just a stitch or did you do something like a French knot?
It's just a stitch. And
Very-
those, each one is its own stitch. Well, actually, a couple of them are not. In a couple of them, I carried the yarn from one to the next because it was close. But most of them are one stitch with yellow with 2 ends sticking out on the back. And because there's no yellow block to weave them into, I had to weave them in very carefully on the back of the black.
Mm.
Carefully so that they don't show through any of the gaps.
Wow.
Terrific.
Yes.
That's some proper intarsia there, sir.
Yeah.
I saw that you're somebody on in Ravelry in Roxanne's site had picked up your video for your intarsia in the round.
Oh, yeah?
But somebody said, "Oh, I just found this fabulous video for intarsia in the round." And I looked and I thought, that's Frank's video. And there you were. And so several people were saying, oh, that's a really good resource. So,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, nice.
I
Yeah.
love Roxanne. She's my favorite. I've probably been watching her the longest of anybody.
Was that Roxanne that commented on my video?
No, that's
No.
the thing. It was somebody else who was part of Roxanne's group.
Oh, I
just
see.
started a new thread just to say, intarsia in the round. Look at this fabulous video. So, yeah.
Great.
Well,
And
that's
she has
nice to
quite a
hear.
following now.
Mm.
She does.
Yeah.
Anyone else want to share something? Cindy, Judith, Rana,
I'm
you want to
still
tell us what you're working on?
the-
Oh, that's right. You're working on the scarf. You already shared that.
Go
I'm
ahead, Rick.
Yeah. I'm having yarn withdrawals because of the darn computer.
Oh, of
Ooh.
course.
I'm working on my sleeveless top with the yarn that was left. Do we say left or leftover or
Yeah,
From
that's fine.
left from my cardigan? So it's it's knitted the bottom up.
Oh,
In the round, well, I joined, there's a split in the ribbing. Now I've joined it. I'm knitting in the round. That's it.
Very nice.
and the split is for what purpose? Just decorative?
That's right. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
In the
Okay.
side. Yeah, at the side.
Yeah.
I think
I
Andrea
understand.
Mallory does a lot of those like that.
Who?
Andrea Mallory.
Okay.
Andrea, she does sweaters and then she has that little slit there.
Judith, at the top of the slit where it's joined together or where the split stops. Did you do a crossover so that it's anchored, or did you do anything special?
I've knitted together each stitch on each side because I had to do some decreases, so I've joined those two together. Is that what you call a crossover?
Well, I just wondered how you connected it, because that always gets a lot of pulling.
Yeah. So I don't know how it will be. There's one that's a little loose. Maybe I will have to do some magic in the back after. But yeah, I'm trying it.
It's
Sumner,
like we're
did you
all
take your
counting.
knitting on the train? On the plane, Sumner, did you take your knitting with you?
I did. But although it's a very, very long flight, most of it's in the dark,
Oh, that's
okay.
great.
right? So I was like, oh, I was hoping it wouldn't be so dark, right? And then because you put that one light on,
Yeah.
it lights up the whole cockpit.
Yeah.
So although I brought my knitting, there wasn't a whole lot of knitting going on.
You got to get those lights that hang around your neck.
Yeah, I think it still would have lit up the cockpit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was something. Yeah, just amazing trip. And then I've been working out some Korean recipes at home.
Lovely.
Oh,
Such fun food. And so much so in the UK, and Jenny knows this, when you go to get Chinese food, that's very different than the Chinese food that you get in America.
Mhm.
It's not the same. We get generally Polynesian food that's very deep fried with a lot of sticky sweet sauces, right? And we call it Chinese food, which it really isn't. But if you go to California, you get kind of like an egg foo young style Chinese food. Well, that's very American because it was invented for the railroad workers in San Francisco to give them something that was familiar. So egg foo young is absolutely American food. It's not Chinese food. When you have actual Chinese food, it's really spicy and a lot of fresh vegetables just sauteed up, and they do a lot of dipping sauces.
Mhm.
So completely different, but lots of fun to get kind of the real McCoy. Now, one thing that I love about in England, if you get Thai food, that's actually real Thai food. Right? That is actually the real McCoy. And to have like Thai food in Korea was real Thai food. It's right next door.
Yeah.
It was very good. It reminded me much of like the Thai food that I had in England. That like here, I think it's sweeter. We put more sugar in it in Massachusetts, right? Like the Thai food, it's heavier.
I
It's
wouldn't
not as
know.
light.
I love
Right.
Thai food, but I don't know how it
I-
differs in different locations.
Yeah, it depends, right? We do get some good Thai restaurants here, but I think they make it for an American palate.
Right, because in Thailand, they use the cayenne peppers most of the time in there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
spicy.
Yeah,
It's spicy.
Yeah.
very.
But you know, Jenny will tell you the British are not afraid of spicy food. Look at all the Indian food they have and the type of, right? So I think that's what lends you well to good Asian food, right? Whatever.
Yeah. We like our spicy food over here.
Oh, yes, you do.
We do, yeah.
Well, what about the
Uh,
Korean food itself? How does it compare to Korean food here?
Well, we have one Korean food restaurant here, and it's owned by real Koreans, and it's a real family place.
Uh-huh.
So, it was just about the same.
They have things like bibimbap and Korean barbecue
Yep. And, you know,
and
where they grill the food at the
kimchi,
table,
lots of kimchi.
lots of kimchi, and I love kimchi. Lots of nori, like seaweed.
Oh,
Right, yeah. So, and I like that because I love salty food, right? So, yeah, that was pretty interesting. The food was amazing. Where the first night we were just got in so late and we were hungry, and there was this little hole in the wall seafood restaurant with like plastic furniture, and they had this rickety plastic table, but they take this like hibachi grill and they put it on this rickety plastic table to cook the food on. So it felt a little vicarious. Like, you know, and then this big plate of seafood. It was just so fresh. It was good.
wow.
But like the whole fish, the whole head, the tail and everything, which was interesting but delicious. Because we don't serve whole fish here generally, but I'm a fisherman's kid. I've always eaten whole fish. You don't cut the head off, you just cook the whole fish. So that's what it was like, but I could see where that would be different for a lot of people. When you get fish in a restaurant, they fillet it, and they cut the head
Yeah.
off, cut the tail off. They don't generally serve the whole thing. So that was kind of fun.
You're
And love
reminding me of a
octopus.
story I heard of from a friend of mine 30 years ago, a long time ago, but I remember it. He went to eat dinner with, I think it was with his boyfriend, who was, I think, Chinese. I'm not sure of the culture actually, but some Asian culture. And the family served fish. And when they served up the portions of fish, the head was given to the guest of honor, which was him.
Yes.
And he was
it's
like
fried.
horrified because that was the one piece he was not interested in eating.
Yeah.
So I was in college, and in '73, I went on a semester at sea. So it was either in Japan or in Korea. It was Yom Kippur, and we went out
Okay.
to eat. And so I got the fish with the whole fish with the head. I couldn't eat it. I just couldn't.
Oh, that's so
I felt
funny.
I felt guilty. It was Yom Kippur and I was eating, and two, like looking at this fish eye, looking back at me, and I couldn't.
Oh, that's funny. That's very funny.
Do you not have?
Yeah, Chuck
white
was
bait
funny
out
about
there?
it. What?
Do you not eat white bait out there, which is like the little fish which they deep fry and you just eat them whole?
Smelts.
Smelt. Yeah.
We
Smells.
do here.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
We
you
do.
call it something else.
Silverfish.
Yes, little like yes, yeah.
Yep.
They're about 2 inches long. Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
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 We definitely eat that here. And
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
grew up with them.
So did I.
Love them.
Yeah. Yeah.
My mom used to cook them up with like pancake batter.
Yes.
And
Really
and
liked
fried
batter.
them.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. It was like popcorn. It was such a treat. But yeah, most of my friends would they'd be like, I'm not eating that. I'm not
Freaking
touching it,"
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
you know, and we'd just pull the tail out and eat the whole thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if they were really little, you could just eat the bones.
Yes, you just put the whole thing in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just eat the bones if they're the real little ones.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, love that. It was fun. They eat a lot of octopus. That was a little
Oh, I
disturbing
love that.
because the
Yeah.
octopus are moving and they just kill it
Oh.
and they serve it as sushi
Yeah.
So it's still, it's dead, but it's still moving.
Oh my
moving, yeah.
gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That would be a little disturbing, yes.
a little disturbing. Fun, didn't eat it. And we went to that big open market where all the food, like there's just acres and acres of food and textiles and all kinds of crazy stuff. But it's where the Koreans actually shop. It's not like it, but tourists do go there because it is amazing. But it just seemed that everybody was cooking the same thing. But yeah, that's what people wanted for lunch. But every stall had the same thing. And I fell in love with barbecued rice cakes. Oh my goodness, are they good?
Rice cake.
Yeah, it's like a sticky rice rolled into like really, really thick, almost like as thick as a leek. And they're
Oh,
sliced
wow.
up. And they're just drenched and sauteed in barbecue sauce in these big open pans.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh,
It
delicious.
does.
It's like,
So
ooh,
like-
that's good.
like
We got to get
sushi
some
rice,
of
is it?
those. Yeah, so their rice
Yes.
is generally like sushi rice, but these
Yes,
rice
yeah.
cakes are, there's no, you wouldn't be able to determine it was rice. It's just really
okay.
sticky. It's almost like pasta,
Mm.
only really, really thick.
Yeah.
So yummy. And chewy and barbecue saucy, because boy, Koreans love barbecue sauce.
I never
They-
knew that.
They put barbecue sauce on everything.
Yeah.
Very spicy food. And sugars and everything.
Oh,
They put sugar in everything.
Do they
Rice
do
syrup.
sugar in their coffees? Do they do
Yeah,
sugar in the coffee? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay.
absolutely. But they do it as syrup. They don't do like white granulated sugar. It's all syrup.
Syrup,
Um,
okay.
And rice syrup. Now that I need to try to find some for a recipe that I want to do, it's difficult to find here, but they have rice syrup in everything. Because it's like corn syrup.
Mhm.
Probably one of the Oriental shops would have that, Sumter.
No,
No?
nope.
Hmm.
Got to still
Because
try to
no-
find it.
Our regular grocery store has it.
Yeah, H Mart in Burlington will have it, but they're like my best bet, and they're about 25 miles away.
Well, it's gotten to be that time again, everyone.
Yeah, let's see
The
that.
hour flies by, doesn't it?
Yeah.
yeah.
It was really nice to see you all, and I hope those of you who celebrate Thanksgiving had a wonderful Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
have a wonderful holiday season.
All right.
Thank you.
See you next
Take it
week.
easy.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.